we've got a full tank again. We don't need to fill again until we get to Continental Divide, and then on to near Watson Lake, which is where we're staying tonight. So, catch you on the road. Wow. Look at that. So shortly up here, in about 2 kilometres according to the road signs, we're getting to the town of, or village, whatever, of Teslin, and it's famous for its long metal decked bridge which we're going to ride over. So we're going to give that a try. It can be a little bit slippery apparently, and talked to Alf about it earlier. He said just let the bike do its thing. So how hard can it be? It's just a bridge, so we'll give that a go. And I do love a bridge, me. I don't know if I've mentioned. As we're going through a built-up bit, I will just slow down and go at the same speed as the traffic. All these road signs, of course, as we're in Canada, these are in kilometres an hour. We are doing 50k, which is 35 miles an hour. Rough bridge deck. Okay. So just letting me by, perhaps? No, he is turning. And here we are, here's the bridge. Cool, the Yukon Motel. So once again, we find ourselves crossing the mighty Yukon. Hello, is this a follow me vehicle? Or do I just go straight over? See what this gent says. Hi. Say again? We'll go ahead. Okay. I think he said just hang here for a minute.
Thanks, you guys.
Good to go?
No, he's coming right now.
Oh yeah, okay.
Where you heading for?
Good question. Nugget City.
Where?
Nugget City?
Oh yeah, okay.
Now I see why we're waiting. I guess we can go now. Yep, I think we're probably good, Carrier. So we'll follow the Harley. Oh, this feels a bit weird. Now I see what Alf was all about. Blimey, this is swimming all over the place. Forgive me for not showing you the view. Hopefully the 360 camera can do that. This is the weirdest feeling ever. It's like, imagine riding on spongy ice. That's what it feels like. That is nasty. No wonder the Harley want to get it over with. I'm gritting my teeth. That is horrible. Whoa. Well, I don't mind if I never ride over that again, which I won't. That was hideous. Ah, success. Well, it's quite fun looking back on it, but at the time, pretty hairy. Didn't seem to give the Harley man too much trouble. So yeah, unfortunately, with the noise of the engine of the bike, plus I've got my earplugs in and the helmet on top of it, I couldn't really hear what that gentleman was trying to say to us, so I was sort of part lip reading, part listening. But at the end it all became clear they were obviously the escort for that wide load. It was nothing to do with the bridge. So that was fine, and I'm glad we didn't meet that wide load on the bridge, because that would have been absolutely horrendous. Imagine trying to put your stand down on that with all those holes. Not good. Anyway, bit of excitement. Next up, I think it's a stop that is called Continental Divide. I'm not entirely sure why it is. Presumably it's at the Continental Divide, and there should be some fuel there and some snacks, so we'll do what we're calling lunch there, but it might just be a packet of crisps and a can of Coke or something. Anyway, see you later. So roll on 10 miles or so, and the scenery is still stunning, but looking much the same as it was before. I just checked the printed information about where we're going today. We're actually going on towards Watson Lake, but we're staying at a place called Nugget City, which sounds hilarious, but obviously Nugget after Gold Rush again. But looking at this, look, you cross that long metal deck bridge, and then we just arrive at our Nugget City cabins on the right. Now that doesn't sound anything unusual until you look at the sat nav and you realise that's in 170 miles. So we're just now going to sit on this road for 170 miles until we get to our cabins on the right. So that's fun. Right, so wind on 40 or 50 miles and 3/4 of an hour or so, and we've crossed the state border. We're now in British Columbia. So we're done with the Yukon, absolutely loved it. My abiding memories of that place is just the vastness. And now we're here in BC as we make our way down over the next few days into the Rockies and the Rocky Mountains, which are absolutely spectacular. I cannot wait to go and visit those. So we're slowly making our way towards our stop for the night, which is a place called Nugget City Cabins, which is on this road, which eventually leads to Watson Lake, which I think is possibly where we're going tomorrow. I haven't looked too far ahead to check the route. But what an absolutely stunning vista. Look at this. This is British Columbia now, and that is just jaw-droppingly beautiful. At least it is to my eyes. I'm not sure what it looks like through the GoPro, but what a country Canada is, eh? Right, wind on another hour, and we are back technically in Yukon again. We must be skirting the border, and we're only about, we think, about 6 miles from Continental Divide, which is basically a snack stop. There is absolutely nothing out of here. It's incredible. I mean, where we stop in these cabins tonight, behind us will be 300 miles back to Whitehorse, which we've done today, and in front of us another couple of 100 miles to Watson Lake. So it's a pretty remote spot, and there's nothing between those areas. So it's a bit like if you were, I don't know, say in Oxford, and your next nearest settlement were Manchester and Penzance. It's that sort of deal. When you live in a small country like the United Kingdom that's crowded, where you can't travel more than 10 miles until you come to another town, it really does do appreciate the sense of space and scale that you've got here in Canada. Just incredible. What a place. Look at this view. It's nuts. Stunning, but nuts. The Upper Rancheria River, another of my favourite little bridges. And the Continental Divide services should be just up here somewhere. Oh, here we are, definitely. We'll get some gas. Let's not miss it, eh? Where is the gas? Right, let's get topped up. So it turns out we had an excellent stop at the Continental Divide restaurant. We had a BLT, which was very nice indeed, freshly cooked by the Canadian lady that owns the place. Had a bit of a chat with a German fellow that we saw yesterday, helped him out with a credit card at the fuel pump, and we bumped into him again. Unfortunately, he didn't speak any English, we didn't speak any German, but hand signals we kind of sort of got sort of conversation going. Anyway, that was good, wasn't it? Nice little break. We've got, I think, about 71 miles now to our cabins at
Nugget City.
Nugget City, and I think the words Nugget City are probably creating visions of something that it's not, because I think literally it's just our cabins and that's it. But anyway, looking forward to getting there and chilling out. It's been another long down the bike, but an absolute cracking ride today, hasn't it, Carol? She never really pays attention to what I'm saying, but you carry on. So yeah, so we'll see you at the cabins. Right, well, thank you, Continental Divide restaurant. Excellent. Fantastic BLT imbibe, just enough to get us to Nugget City, which is hilarious because it's just our cabins basically, and there's not even a restaurant there. So tonight I think we've got a caterer coming in. How fancy is that? But we shall see how fancy it is shortly. Right, if you'd like to jump on then, Mrs. Flower, we'll make our way. Don't wriggle.
Sorry.
Right, Mrs. Flower's doing a wriggly thing, which is not good on dirt on the bike. Right, nothing coming. Let's get out of here.
Stretch.
Check out those mountains ahead of us. Corking. So we bumped into, in the restaurant, our friends Paul and Sandy, who are members of our group now, and always have been members of the group. And luckily he's got a Beamer at home with the same TFT control and stuff, so he's reset the clock for me because we were an hour out, which was annoying my OCD. And also he sorted out the sat nav so that I've got the correct mileage, and we just had to skip some waypoints and stuff basically. But thank goodness for Paul. I've got a degree in computer science, but I couldn't work it. Anyway, it's all sorted now. But let's not worry about that, because look at that mountain ahead, or mountains, they look absolutely stunning. What a beautiful day. 73 degrees Fahrenheit. We're back in the Yukon, I think. And yeah, it's been an absolutely cracking day's riding. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Loads more to come. Cannot wait. Just when we thought today was safe from roadworks, we get another stretch of roadworks. This looks like the dusty stuff with a follow me vehicle, so we'll leave a bit of a gap behind this pickup so we can see where we're going. Right, let's see what this one has in store for us. Let's hope it's nothing too perilous. It's now 3:38. We've been on the road. What time did we leave, Carol? About 8:30 this morning. 9 o'clock, so 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. We've gone nearly 7 hours on the road so far. Feeling a little bit tired, I have to say. Done 260 miles in 7 hours. Could do without anything too challenging to finish the day. We've only got 24 miles till the cabins at Nugget City. I was talking to Mark, our support man, our support driver, over at breakfast, and in his real life, I think he owns a building firm, and he was saying they don't squirt the that water onto the dust for our benefit to keep the dust down. They actually do it for compaction reasons. It means that the small particles of dust actually move into the little gaps, so that over time the surface that they put down doesn't move. So it makes complete sense. That's what that water spray was all about yesterday. Looks like they're building a new bridge here. Cool. Well, that was nothing too bad. That was a very short run and no dodgy surfaces to negotiate. Just going around that bridge. I don't know why they don't just have normal traffic lights there. It wasn't very far at all. No drama, I'm glad to say. Right, onwards to the cabins. Check out these clouds, by the way. These classic cumulus clouds just look fantastic in this sky, don't they? Right, final push. A little bit of high-speed bridge action. Splendid. Alrighty, we're just coming up to Nugget City now, and our cabins should be on the right somewhere. So keeping our eyes skinned to see where home is going to be for the next night. Go and find our home. Cool. Right, speak to you when we're in the cabin. Right, welcome to Nugget, and this is, well, that's the bike, and this is our chalet number 1. Let me show you what it's like inside. Mrs. Fly's doing her thing. Would you like to do your tour? Here we go, look at this. Got a bit of a fly screen there. A bit dark in here, but we get the gist. Bedroom, okay, and
Haven't been in here yet.
oh, look at this. It's like something out of
Crossroads.
the 1960s or something, isn't it? Oh my, look at what's this about? Ooh, okay. Right.
Sorry about that.
That's quite enough of that. Alright, we're going to get ourselves changed, cleaned up, and settle in for the evening. We'll see you tomorrow. Well, good morning folks, and welcome to day 5 of our trip. I think it's day 5. Is it day 5, Paul? Yeah. This is Paul. We met Paul earlier, but There we go, excellent. Looks like it rained overnight.
It did, well, a little bit about an hour ago.
Did you clean your bike as well?
I did.
Look at that.
Yeah. Well,
incredible.
it's still terrible, but
well, nice one, nice one.
I'm glad it's not mine.
Cool. So shorter day today.
Short day today.
How many miles were we looking?
80 miles on the clock today.
And yes, yesterday we did 300 again, didn't we?
Just over. It was over 300, 320.
Yeah. So looking forward to it.
Be nice for a day off, to be fair.
Yeah, exactly. It's coming soon. We get the day off soon.
Yeah.
Anyway, right, I'm going to go and show the map to the viewers. Right, so yesterday we did, you see this here pink line on the map? That's White Horse to almost Watson Lake, which is what we did. That pink line, believe it or not, 300 miles. Today, we are doing this green line. Let's come over here to my bike. You can see how disgusting my bike is compared to Paul's. Check it out. It definitely rained last night. Not good. Anyway, it's cooled down nicely. That's one good thing. Let me show you the map. Right, so yesterday we did this pink line all the way down there. That was, believe it or not, 300 miles. Today we're crossing the border into British Columbia, heading south down the Cassia Highway, and we're doing just about 200 miles to a place called Dees Lake, which is just there. I'll maybe put a Google map up if I can and give you a bit of context of exactly where we are. But yeah, basically we're heading south, heading towards well, the Rocky Mountains, which I cannot wait to get to. Should be brilliant. Anyway, had a reasonable night in the cabin last night. It's cooled down an absolute treat here. This place is called Nugget City. Now I understand where the nugget comes from. Not too sure about the city though. Now that is a nice RV. Check this out. Well, you'd be the envy of the caravan club with that one. Rightio, there's all the bikes that lined up. Well, some of them anyway. We've got to pack the bike up. We're going to have a quick bite of breakfast here, and then we're going to head on down towards Dees Lake via a couple of things, including something called the Sign Jungle, but we'll show you that when we're there. Right, so we just checked out the cabin as Mark with the beast, and we're just heading down to this Signpost forest place to stick a Motorrad Tours sign up, I understand, and get a bit of a group pic, and then we're on our way to Dees Lake. So let's see what today's got to offer. See you there. Ciao. Well, cheerio Nugget City. Enjoyed our stay, but I won't be hurrying back, let's put it that way. I'm considering we are like 200 odd miles from the nearest settlement of any significance. The fact that we had food and breakfast at all was quite something. Anyway, 14 miles to the turn towards the Signpost Forest. I did know about this Signpost Forest before we came on the trip, that we were going to be visiting it. It's somewhere that, you know, visitors from around the world put a signpost up from their locale. So I was desperately trying to think if I could bring something to put up, but in the end I decided it was just too much hassle to carry something in my baggage along with everything else that I was carrying. So that's pretty poor of me, isn't it? But there we go. A little bit cooler on the bike today, 61 degrees, just perfect. First bridge of the day. Rather annoyingly, it's just started to rain a little bit, and Carol and I have got our jeans on, not our full waterproof kit. So I'm hoping it doesn't amount to much, but otherwise we're going to have an uncomfortable day with wet jeans. And I'm glad to say the rain didn't amount to much, and it's stopped now. And looks like we've caught up with one of our compatriots. Not sure who that is on the bike up ahead. Looks like it might be a single though, so could be one of the Scottish contingent. Right, coming up to Watson Lake now and the Signpost Forest, so let's see what that's all about. Right, we've made it to the Signpost Forest. Let's see what it's all about. So it's got all got noisy for a minute. So what's it all about then, Carol?
Okay, so the Alaska Highway was built in 1942 by Army engineers, and they had a milepost, and then somebody asked, a Sikh soldier asked if he could put his hometown sign up, and that's how it started. And since then, people have added signs from where they've come from around the world.
And how many signs are there here?
About 55,000, they reckon.
Alrighty, let's go take a look. Yep, there sure are a lot of signs here. if that's your hometown, well done. Oh, it's from a YouTuber, look, Shane Pingstar. Hello to Shane Pingstar. Actually, we should at least put a TMF sticker up here, shouldn't we? There's a little idea, we'll do that in a second. What a bizarre idea. It's quite cool actually, isn't it? Strange sort of way.
Swansea here.
Oh, what have you got?
Swansea.
Carol's found a Swansea.
Well done to people who put the sign from Swansea there.
Oh yeah, look at that, there we go. So, where are we going to put a TMF sticker then?
More
Somewhere.
importantly,
What? What could be more important than that? Go on, what?
The people that...
Yeah, they were tall. The people from Mitchell were really tall.
Yeah. Want it here, yeah? Whoops.
Marked forever. Well, until they remove the stickers anyway. Alright, cheerio signpost forest. That was a one of a kind. Actually quite an impressive number of signposts there, to be honest. All clear. Right, little backtrack and then get our route onto the, I think it's the Stuart Cassia Highway, and head our way down to Dees Lake.